The recent federal takeover of the District of Columbia Police and the deployment of the National Guard have created a tense situation in the nation's capital. The order, issued by President Trump, cites a crime emergency and transfers authority over the Metropolitan Police Department to the Department of Justice. This is an unprecedented move, as the power has never been used before, and it has been met with immediate criticism from D.C. officials. Mayor Muriel Bowser and other local leaders argue that the president's claims of an out-of-control crime wave are not supported by official data, which shows a decline in violent crime. They contend that the action undermines D.C.'s limited autonomy and may lead to legal challenges. Meanwhile, the White House maintains that the intervention is necessary to restore law and order and protect federal property and citizens. The National Guard units and other federal agents are being deployed to patrol the streets, leading to concerns from some residents about the militarization of their city. President Trump's administration cites a crime emergency as the primary reason for the federal takeover of D.C. police and the deployment of the National Guard. The administration points to specific incidents of violent crime and a perceived failure of local government to maintain order. They have also referenced issues of homelessness and a general sense of filth and squalor in the city as part of their justification. However, local D.C. officials, including Mayor Muriel Bowser, have pushed back on these claims. They argue that official data shows a decline in violent crime in the city, with some categories reaching a 30-year low. They view the federal action as an overreach of authority and a political move aimed at undermining the city's limited autonomy, especially given D.C.'s unique status as a federal district without full statehood. This move has raised questions about the proper balance of power between federal and local governments. The federal takeover of the D.C. police has several significant consequences. First, it undermines the authority of local officials like Mayor Muriel Bowser and the City Council, who are constitutionally empowered to govern the district. This creates a direct conflict between federal and local leadership and could lead to legal challenges. Secondly, the deployment of the National Guard raises concerns about the militarization of a civilian city. Critics fear that a large presence of armed troops could escalate tensions and lead to civil rights violations, especially in a city with a predominantly black population. The order also sets a precedent for federal intervention in other cities, which could erode the traditional separation of powers between federal and local governments. This could have a profound effect on the political landscape and the autonomy of other major cities. In response to the federal takeover of the D.C. police, several solutions are being pursued by local leaders and some members of Congress. The primary response from D.C. officials is to challenge the action on legal grounds, arguing that President Trump's declaration of a crime emergency is not supported by evidence and that the action is an unlawful overreach of federal power. The D.C. Attorney General has stated that his office is considering all of our options to protect the city's home rule. Another proposed solution advocated by D.C. Delegate Eleanor Holmes Norton is to pursue a long-term political fix by reviving the effort for D.C. statehood. As a state, the district would have the same autonomy as others, preventing a president from unilaterally taking control of its law enforcement. In the interim, Mayor Muriel Bowser has suggested that more effective federal assistance would involve filling judicial vacancies and funding local prosecutors, rather than a military-style presence on the streets.